After being arrested for having mushrooms at the zoo, Amy Slatten, star of the 1000 Elb Sisters, reaches a plea deal and avoids going to jail. Amy was taken into custody on September 2 and charged with 2 counts of child abuse, neglect, and endangerment in addition to illegal possession of Schedule I and IV medications. The U.S. Sun was privately informed by Crockett County Court in Tennessee that Amy, 37, pleaded guilty to 2 charges of simple possession. Amy was given an 11-month, 29-day suspended jail sentence as part of the plea agreement. Amy is required to finish parenting classes, undergo an alcohol and drug evaluation, and refrain from contacting the safari park where she was arrested for the duration of her 11-month, 29-day supervised probation. In addition, she must pay court expenses and a $500 fine. The allegations of endangering children have been dropped. Amy first entered a not guilty plea to the accusations. In September, Amy, a man named Brian Loveborn, and 2 small children visited a drive-through safari park. According to the reality personality, zoo staff called 911 when a camel bit her while she was feeding one from her car. After noticing a questionable smell, the Crockett County Sheriff's Department officers checked Amy and Brian's car when they got there. According to the police report, a safari park employee called 911 to report that they needed an ambulance because someone had been bitten by a camel. The cops are handling the illicit narcotics that were in plain sight, while Edith has been handling the injuries. She and Brian were arrested after police found psilocybin and marijuana in the vehicle. According to arrest warrants that the U.S. Sun exclusively obtained, Amy's automobile had 80 grams of marijuana and magic mushrooms. 2 children under the age of 8 were present at the time, according to sheriff officials. Given that Amy has young sons Glenn and Gage with her ex-husband Michael Halterman, it is unclear if the kids were hers. After being arrested at the Crockett County Jail, the 2 were free on a $10,000 bail apiece. As they left the prison, Amy and Brian were spotted holding hands. Claude Conley, a co-owner of Tennessee Safari Park, refuted reports that Amy had been bitten by one of their animals, even though she had left the zoo on a stretcher. There is no bruising, so we deny that Amy was bitten by a camel, Claude told the U.S. Sun. Something sliced her arm, but it doesn't seem like an animal bite. Amy co-stars with her siblings Tammy and Amanda on TLC's 1000 Elf Sisters. But, recap of episode 9 of season 6 of 1000 Elf Sisters. In London, Tammy encounters difficulties as the family discovers mysteries about their ancestry. On December 10, 2024, season 6 episode 9 of the TLC reality series 1000 Elf Sisters aired, marking a significant turning point for Tammy, Amy, and their family. The episode took place after their first foreign vacation to London, when they discovered unexpected ancestry-related facts. Tammy was put to the test physically while the family was informed that they were connected to the Mayflower, leading to an emotional scene when they visited a historic tavern. The family's 500-year history can be traced back to Sir Thomas Clarke, a knight born in the 1520s, according to genealogist Brad Argent, whom they met in London. Chris joked that he wanted to wear rusty armor and showed delight in being a knight in the family. When Tammy asked about possible royal ties, the genealogist indicated that while no direct linkages were discovered, Sir Thomas may have come from villagers who had been associated with royalty in previous centuries. John Clarke, a ship pilot in the 1600s and the grandson of Sir Thomas, made the most important discovery. The family was shocked when John was appointed second in command of the Mayflower in 1620. Brad speculated that John's neighborhood bar might have been the historic Mayflower Bar, which the family later visited, and Amanda underlined the importance of understanding their past. In order to experience a portion of their ancestors' past, the family traveled to the Mayflower pub. Chris said they were hungry and needed fish and chips, and the pub, which had been there since the 1500s, had sentimental importance. Tammy, however, had trouble going up the restaurant's stairs. Even though she was determined, she started to feel weak in the middle. So her family came together to support her. Chris highlighted Tammy's work by saying that she had already taken more physical steps than she had in decades. When she finally made it upstairs, Tammy was obviously in pain. Amy raised her worries loudly, attracting other customers' attention because she was distressed by her sister's difficulties. Amy was urged by Amanda to maintain her composure in public. In confessional, Tammy stated, "B*******, tone it down a little." Chris intervened to comfort Amy after she left the scene in distress, and then brought her back to be with the family. Amy sobbed as she stated in a confessional that her family doesn't truly need her. In 1000 Elb Sisters, the family met genealogist Brad Argent in London, who revealed their 500-year family history. "If the name contains Sir, that means they were knights," he said, when introducing them to Sir Thomas Clarke, who was born in the 1520s. In confessional, Chris talked about how excited he was to stroll about in knight armor. Chris remarked, "I don't care if they're rusty." Brad added that although there was no proof of a royal link, knights frequently hailed from a village that had ties to royalty a few generations prior. Brad disclosed that John Clarke, a ship pilot in the 1600s and Sir Thomas's grandson, was second in command on the Mayflower in 1620. Incredulous, Amanda responded, "Shut the front door, bro. Are you serious?" The family was profoundly affected when they learned that their 9-time great-grandfather had helped bring pilgrims to America. Amanda added, "It's nice to know where we come from." The family's travel to London was one of the other highlights of this 1000 Elb Sisters episode. Conversing with the guards at Buckingham Palace and touring London on a double-decker bus. Greetings and welcome to my channel, dear viewers. I hope you're having a great day. I'm Mena. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video.